Hey there YouTube, this is PolarBear084 here, back with another episode of A Bear's Guide to Hunting. We're on episode 8. We've been doing well so far, but today we're going up against one of the most annoying monsters that you fight to begin with. When a lot of people reach this guy, they spend a lot of time raging, collecting new weapons, and then raging again. Because he is ludicrously difficult, and there's one main reason why he's so ludicrously difficult, and that is because he's the Plesioth. I'm still rocking my battle armor, but this is the last episode. After this, I move on, I change to Hermitor armor. But anyway, I've got a red saber, sword and shield. Now, that may seem like a little bit weak for the monster we're fighting, but it does have an elemental advantage, which you're going to need against this guy. It rounds out about 300, pretty much. It's not too bad. Let's try and lure this guy out. Come on. Chicken. There we go. Okay. Oh, I hate small hermitors. They're more annoying than the big guy we took on last time. Okay, that's the Plesioth. You see that fin there? About the same size as I am? Yeah, that's the smallest part of him. He's the biggest one you fought yet. I can guarantee that. Unless you've been skipping ahead, which is naughty. You shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, Plesioth. Interesting fact about him, really, before we get started. If he doesn't notice you, you can stand between those two rocks with a frog, and you can try and fish him out. It'll do some damage. Honestly, I think it's not worth it. Just let him see you, and then let him pop out. This is the Plesioth. He's gigantic. One of the biggest ones yet. I mean, he's 4 times the height of me. I think 4 times. But yeah. So giant fish. What to say? Fire and thunder are its weaknesses. When it runs like that, like a chicken, that means it's going literally like a chicken, not like it's running away scared. It literally runs like a chicken. But when it does that, that means it's heading back into the water. So you might as well just wait for it to pop back out. You could take this guy on as a gunner. There is the danger that you'll kill him in the water, and then you can't carve from him. But you'll always have the quest rewards. It's up to you. But anyway, Plesioth, weak to water and thunder. So bring a bow, or with those coatings that it can use, or a bow gun that rapid fires those elements, or a pierce shot. Actually, the good thing about pierce shots, for those of you who have never bow gunned before, they will go straight through. They will go straight through almost any monster. So if you shoot this guy from the front, it will go all the way through him and deal damage all the way through, which is pretty good. But me, I chose sword and shield, and there's a very good reason for that, and there it is, the hip check. His most annoying move that he does. He's renowned for it throughout the entire game. Lots of others use it. The Cephalos, which I mentioned as being Plesioth Jr. for a very good reason. He has a lot of the same moves, including the tail swipe. Cephalos uses it, but this guy's known as the big bad guy for using it, because he deals so much damage when he does. And the reason I bought sword and shield is because I can be quick, I can be nimble, and also I can stop off a combo pretty easily, whereas you can't with a greatsword, when you need to be able to, because there's not much of a wait time on his hip check. He'll I'd say about half a second, not long enough. So you need to be able to guard, or you need to be far away from him. Those are pretty much the 2 necessities. And if you are going to take him on close up, I would recommend aiming for his left foot and staying on that side. Because his hip check goes from his left foot to his right foot, and he goes left to right. So if you're staying behind that, he shouldn't catch you with it. You see, he hasn't even hit me that much, and look how much health I've lost already. I'm halfway through. And he hasn't even hit me with the worst ones yet. Did I paintball him? No. Well, actually, to be honest, you don't need to paintball this guy. Honestly, you don't. I'm not just making excuses. You really don't. He has 2 areas, 6 and 7, and that's it. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But yeah, like I said, the hip check does an insane amount of damage. If he runs into you when he's doing that, he will actually deal a lot more damage as well. So watch out for that. Bring at least 2 extra hot drinks, because you're going to spend a lot of time running around in circles waiting for him to come out. Now you can use a sonic bomb. They give you a couple. I bought some extras as well. I bought 4. However, that was very close. He nearly landed on me. However, it will enter him into rage mode, which is not good for this guy. I mean, he deals more than enough damage as it is. So let's see. Yeah, sometimes the tail swipe will catch you, other times it won't. I wouldn't bank on avoiding it though, because he is just so large. He's more than often than not going to hit you. It is difficult to tell where he's going to land, so the best thing to do is to just run as far as you can. Not very helpful, but that's the only thing you can do. There is one small tell actually that shows you that he's going to do hip check, and that is that he takes a lot of time lining himself up, like turning and then turning a small bit more. I've noticed he does that a lot when he's about to hip check, if you're not in just the right place. All the more reason to stay on the wrong side of him, really, just over here. There are other attacks, ranged people, you'll need to be aware of these. The water jet, he just done that one. Oh, yeah, it's got a long range on it as well. So make sure that you're either guarding or running for your life. Either one of the 2 options. Yeah, ranged people will need to watch out for the water jet, because you can do it at pretty much a moment's notice. It's not like the Kizu, where you had quite ample time to reload, put it away, and have a quiet walkabout. You know, you have about a second, and that is it. Other long-ranged attacks, like the Cephalos, it will jump onto its stomach and wriggle along the floor. Also pretty damaging if he hits you with that. Minor note, when he jumps out of the water, that's basically that attack. He wriggles along the ground. So if he jumps out and you're in his way, you're in for a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Let's see. The hip check is really the most annoying, because you're going to be spending most of your time in between his legs, wailing away on his stomach. I didn't even notice he'd left then. So you're going to be spending a lot of time there, and therefore he's going to be doing the hip check a lot of the time. He'll also bite you if you try and aim for his head, so that doesn't work either. And also, he's so tall, it's very difficult to actually hit his head unless you've got like I said, a bow or a bow gun. Let's see. You've seen him do a couple of water jets in the water as well. He does do that. One of them goes straight, so just roll out of the way of that and he won't hit you with it. I'll talk about that in a second. And the other one, he does in a semicircle in front of him. It's a lot like the Cephalos, except that the range is one hell of a lot larger, and the damage is, again, a hell of a lot more. So, yeah. So avoid that one if you can. Avoid everything. Yeah, you see, like I said, he will run into you and smush you into the ground. Yeah, I always bring 5 mega drinks now and 10 potions. You can bring honey as well, and then just combine to make mega potions. But the issue with that is that you need at least one book of combos to be able to put your mix percentage up. Otherwise you'll create so much garbage and waste so many potions. But I don't bother with that. It just takes up inventory space, and also gunners can't do that because they need to bring all their ammo, which would be quite a large issue. So just really 5 mega potions seems to be doing me pretty well. It's taken me all the way into the 4 stars, so... Oh yeah, that move. I completely forgotten about it. If he flies over you with that move, you will paralyse you, just like the Cephalos puts you to sleep. And it will deal ungodly amounts of damage to boot. That was lucky. So yeah, always aim for, like I said, for his left leg, and then he shouldn't hit you with the hip check too much. He can actually catch you, even if you're on the right side of his body, left side of his body, you know what I mean, the correct place to be. Even if you're there, he'll still, he can still catch you with it. He does, like I said, he bites, but really, he hardly ever hits you with that, and it's so slow. Now, for those of you who want to create Plesioth weapons or armour, and you'll need his fins, don't worry too much. You do not need to be ranged to be able to hit his fin, that fin up there. You actually just need to hit his stomach a lot, and since that's the only part of him you can really reach, then you shouldn't find that too difficult at all. He does stagger every now and then, and if he does, it doesn't mean that he's weak, it just means you've staggered him. I remember I did a quest with my friend when we played this a while ago, long while ago, where I was staggering him every 2 seconds, but it honestly doesn't mean anything. If you do want to hit his stomach, I would recommend a longsword or a greatsword. Most likely the greatsword, just because guarding capabilities, as I keep saying. But the longsword is good because he staggers so much. There's every chance that you'll be able to just stagger him out of whatever move he's going to be doing, which is more than likely going to be the hip check. I know I'm on the wrong side, but he's tail swiping. See, the thing is, the only safe place from his tail swipe is in between his legs, and the only safe place from the hip check is as far away from him as possible, where the tail swipe can get you. This is why he's annoying, because there's no real safe place. You just gotta luck it out, really, or guard your way out. You see, that's why it's useful. I'm gonna need to get some more stamina, or my guard isn't gonna be enough. Plesioth this may take a while because I do have less attack, but again, otherwise I would be dead already by now. I mean, I'm already half-life again. You know, it happens pretty quickly. It took me about 20 minutes the first time. We'll see how long it takes me this time. Hopefully not as long. The only problem is it's not really the fighting him, it's the waiting for him. That's the real time consumer. Oh dear. Yeah, he does treadmill you as well. If you don't know what treadmilling means, I used it in the Cephalos video. It's basically where he stands on you and it hurts. And they like to just step in place over and over again, which is hence why I called it treadmilling. I don't know if that's an official term, but I don't know. I think it should be. I think it works pretty well. Oh yeah, when he swims slowly, that means he's going to the next area, but there's only 2, so if he's not in one, he's got to be in the other. In other areas like the jungle, you do fight green Plesioth in the jungle. Again, there's really only 2 areas, 4 and... is that cool? Is it 3? Oh, I can't remember. But there's only 2 areas, that's all you really need to know. Plesioth doesn't move around that much. Paintballs aren't really that necessary. If you want to capture the Plesioth, make sure you break his fin so you can get his fin. And also his weakness sign is the fin actually collapses on his back. It goes down basically. So when it's flat against his back, that means he's weaker. So forget about any staggering or anything like that. When that's flat on his back, you are close. But then again, him being weak doesn't really say that much because of how much health he has. So I'd be aware of that. You know, he's really difficult the first couple of times you go against him, and I do mean a couple. I mean, I've actually quest failed on this guy the first time I got this game quite a few times. A lot of people do. He's just really, really difficult because of the insane amount of damage he deals, and also the best armor to take him on with you can't have at this point. I mean, I don't have. I've got battle armor, hence why he's doing so much damage to me. I need to sharpen again, don't I? Oi. At least you guys don't need to worry about me not paintballing the thing this time. I know that's becoming a common theme. But like I said, 2 areas, pretty easy to follow. And yeah, if you are close to his head when he does hip check, sometimes he'll catch you there as well. He just has such a long range, it is unbelievable. See, tread running. Plesioth, really. There is another version of the Plesioth actually, known as the Lavasioth? I don't know if that's the right way to say. It swims in lava. You won't see it for a while. I mean a long while. I mean, yeah, a long time. But there, just for, you know, a bit of trivia, there is another one. Swims in the lava. Quite irritating as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, yeah, while we're here, waiting again. Oh yeah, actually, a small tip before I go on another rampage. When he is weak, when the fin is down, if you Sonic Bomb him, he will jump out, but he will not enter rage mode. So when he's weak, you can, you know, all stoppers out, take him down as much as you want. But yeah, as I was saying at the end of my last video, some people may not have watched all the way to the end. That's fair enough if you didn't, but I'll say it again now, just so you guys know. Ooh, that was close. If there are any other video games, PC games mainly, because I can't record off my Xbox or the Wii, as I don't have anything to do that with, that you'd like me to play, either to record or just that you think I might enjoy, give me a shout. You know, PM me, comment, all that other stuff, and I will definitely check it out. And if I think it's good YouTube material, I will definitely look into doing it. When I've got a better computer and all of that, of course. But yeah, email me your suggestions, because I'd love to do some more videos, because I really enjoy it. I like doing these. I mean, some of them would just be Let's Plays. I wouldn't try and do a guide to every single game I play, because there's no way I know enough games that well. I know Monster Hunter well-ish, but not well enough. I'm learning as I go, but you know, I think I'm better than average. Let's say that. Better than average is good. But yeah, if there is anything, like anything on Steam, anything available for download, anything at all that you think I might enjoy and you'd enjoy to watch, just let me know, and I will definitely check it out, and then I will tell you what I think as well. I won't just leave you hanging and let you see whether a video appears or not. I will tell you what I think. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's the hip check. Does a lot of damage. When he's enraged, it does pretty much twice the damage. Oh, and if you are wondering why I have so much health all the time, he falls over a lot as well. Ignore that. I eat at the kitchen regularly, like before every quest, just because it increases their level, and also it's pretty cheap, to be honest. And if you're wondering how to get health and attack boost, which I do have right now, attack of 172 instead of 154, then just eat your meat and veg. Eat your meat and veg, kiddies. Eat your, you know, proper main meal. Good stuff. That's pretty much it. I mean, for this one, I have 3 feline chefs, and I ate a meat wagon and western parsley, and that got me a health up, which gives me 140, I believe, 130, and attack boost. It all helps out. When you've got to remember though, when you do die, you lose any status bonuses. Sorry about that little childish girly scream there. Just like in a cartoon, that was. You lose any buffs you have. So if you had health plus, it's gone. If it's on your armor, it stays. But if it was from the kitchen, it's gone. Also, if your cat did a little song for you, that's gone as well. But your cat can do another I've actually got my cat with true health flute now. Recommended for pretty much every feline you take into the field. If you don't have true health flute on your felines, get it. And if you don't know how to, make them rest. That was ludicrously close. Make them rest until their fondness is 5. Like full. That is full, 5. And then it should unlock. It's at the bottom of the first page. True health flute. It's basically like they give you a health potion, a high potion. And that is why you need it. I'm just hiding like a sissy. Hold on, 1 minute. Yep, that was very tasty. Move along. Okay. So, yeah, get true health float for pretty much every cat you have. Ouch. I'm going to need another one now. Again, I said mine's a pacifist. Doesn't actually attack at all, which is pretty helpful. It stays out of trouble for the most part that way. Which means it can stay around for longer, I say, as it disappears. Which means it can heal me more and all that. It has armor flute as well. I didn't see much sense in giving it demon flute, which is for attack, just because it doesn't attack. So I thought, while that would help me, it doesn't really help the feline that much. I'm stuck on its last skill. I'm tempted between either hyperdrive, which basically doubles its speed, or on an alternative note, I could do health up, which means that it doesn't die as often. I'm not sure. There isn't really anything else there that's necessary. There's no point negating poison on the feline. They just disappear and then come back. I don't really need antidote flute because I can bring out my own antidotes and antidote herbs actually. I don't know if you can eat them. I'll have to look into that. I can bring my own of those. It's just that demon and armor flutes are ridiculously expensive on materials. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Hyperdrive, also known as double speed, twice as fast, or health up so that it doesn't disappear on me as often. It's entirely up to you guys. I will leave it up to you. I'm just gathering points at the minute. I'm making it do sit-ups so that its defense increases naturally anyway. I've got another 2 felines as well, but I'm not using either of those yet. Coca's a pretty good friend, and he has a very good name as well, very fitting, I believe. And like I said, I did not pick the feline because of the name. It was just a happy coincidence, a very happy coincidence, in fact. Oh yeah, when you see white mist in front of its mouth, that means it's enraged. It's pretty much the same for almost every creature you fight. Oh, don't like him there. Sorry. He's doing that one a lot. I actually wrote that move down so that I wouldn't forget to tell you guys, but apparently I don't actually need it to. He's using it a hell of a lot more than usual. And it isn't working for him, which is the good news. Whoa, that was close. See, this is why Sword and Shield, I think, is the best. I mean, I did take him on with a longsword as well, just to see how that would go. I used my Eager Cleaver again. But I didn't use that because I thought, a bit of variety, and this is, in my opinion, better for him anyway. But I used it, I died twice, mainly because I think I was being pretty careless, but I just couldn't block anything. So yeah, I highly recommend being able to block. I haven't used it too much this time, but there are times when I'm using it almost every time. Alright, we knew it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen on this episode, if none other. It did happen last episode, but that was on the one that didn't make it to YouTube. But there you go, first real death of this series. And here we are, back at camp. I'll just eat another steak. I don't know how close to death he is. But we knew it was going to happen. They get stronger and stronger. And I have been meaning to change this armor for a long time. I'm okay with it. I've got 2 more continues, and if I fail this quest, you guys are not seeing it, because how is that going to help you at all? Okay, now, the main issue with Plesioth is knowing whether he's in the area or just hasn't seen you yet. I'm pretty sure he's in the other area. Okay, off we go. And don't make the mistake of running all the way around the lake to come out into Area 4, because I've done that, thinking, oh yeah, I'll just follow it, you know, that makes sense. And then winding up in entirely the wrong place and scratching my head. Okay, right, here we go. Is he? Yeah, he's leaving. Of course he is. Okay, back to the other area. But yeah, we knew I was going to die eventually. I mean, this streak of luck could only have lasted for so long, you know. Alright, there he is. Swimming around again, and he's lost sight of me. Oh, he's blue health. Does that mean that he's... No, that just means he doesn't see you. Yeah, I spoke about this in one of my earlier episodes, and I might have... Don't do that. I might have confused a couple of people. When I said there is a skill that will allow you to tell whether a monster is able to be captured, that is not the psychic skill. Sorry if you've already gone out and bought it. That is not it. It is the perceive skill. It's pretty difficult to get, but what it means is that when a monster is paintballed, its icon will turn yellow when it's ready to be captured. Yellow, not blue. Blue just means it hasn't seen you or is asleep. Bless you. Excuse that. That was just my wife sneezing. It's fine. Everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah, everything's fine. We're good here. Apart from the fact I'm about to get landed on. I jumped entirely the wrong way. Okay. Yeah. Is he weak? Yes, he is. The fin is down. Front fin's down as well. Good. Oh, bad. Bad. Very bad. Okay. Run. Mega potion. Very nice. Breathe. Okay, we're good. No, we're not. I'm not sharp. Okay. Remain calm. Okay, yeah. Plesioth, like I said, really annoying. You eat a mega potion, you sharpen your sword, and then he runs away. Of course he does. So yeah, you see, he is annoying. I mean, it's all basically depending on how well prepared you are, how quick your reactions are, and how much of a daredevil you are. Or idiot. Either one works. I'm going for idiot on this one. I really shouldn't have done that. But yeah, the jets, Benny and the jets, sorry, getting distracted. The water jets, pretty easy to avoid. There is one thing to know about the straight water jet. Even after the initial beam has passed, it will kick up a lot of water behind it. You'll see it in this area, but in the other area, in Area 7, you don't. They come up as small wisps of dust, so small you can barely see them. So if you encounter it first in that area, watch out, because they will do that and it will get you. So just roll out the way and do not return to it until after, I'd say, what, 3 or 4 seconds? You can count it if you want, it's not too important, but it's a very damaging attack. And also, an interesting fact about the water jets, you can't block them. There is no way to block them. I've tried with a greatsword, I've tried with this, I've tried with a lance, there is nothing. You can't do it. And also, the semicircle water jet. When he does that, see there's the water I was talking about. When he does the semicircle, if you're on the wrong side of it, like on the inside of the semicircle, it will hit you. Even though the jet goes over your head, technically, it will hit you. I don't know whether it's a graphic glitch or whether they just really don't like hunters in this game. So yeah, there you go. One dead Plesioth and one nearly dead me. Told you it would take a while. We ended up taking... Oi, right window, please. There we go. Half an hour, pretty much. Close enough to it. But that, yeah, you can carve lobster shells from the Plesioth. Honestly, I don't know whether that's a glitch or whether that's genuinely meant to happen. I don't know. I guess maybe you could. Lobster, Plesioth, giant fish. Maybe they're related, distant cousins perhaps. I don't know. But Watch out for the hip check. That's his most annoying attack because you tend to forget about it. And when you forget about it, you don't look out for it, and then it hits you. So, yeah, watch out for that. But you get 4 calves as well off the Plesioth. So don't just stop at 3. I always just hold hammer circle until either it breaks or my hunter stops moving. It hasn't broken yet, so that's good. But yeah, so first series death really. Knew it was going to happen at some point. Still slightly disappointed. Yeah, you see, Plesioth Finn. Just attack his stomach over and over and over again, and you should get it. I mean, I even got it, and I was using a sword and shield. But yeah, elemental advantage is pretty important, especially for sword and shield, just because the attack is so low on it, and elemental advantage really does add on a lot if you know where to hit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our first really difficult monster. Many more to come. Many more to come. But yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, really. I've been Polar Bear 084. I'll see you guys again.